draw a picture of a banana right now. And now people say this is worth 2 million. Can you all invest in it?
Hello.
Hi,
Tell me all about yourself. What's your name?
Maaike, and yours?
Vicky.
Vicky, nice to meet you.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
Oh, I love the accent.
Oh, it's west of Scotland, but I've been in London for a while now, so it's kind of fading.
Love it.
Tell me what you get up to. What do you do?
I am a professional dancer and creative spirit.
Wow.
Very short.
I'm impressed.
What about you?
I've not got a creative bone in my body, but I retired from adult education and community development, but I'd rather dance, you know what I mean? But I can't twerk because, I mean, look at me, I just haven't got it in me.
This is going to be a great conversation. Shall we go to the cards?
Aye, that mysterious box.
I know. It makes me think of chicken nuggets. I'm a vegetarian. I shouldn't even say that. Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Oh, are you good with money?
Fabulous, because I don't like to spend it.
Likewise. Why? Why don't you like to spend it?
It must be something from way, way back when, you know, rainy day and all that. It's just that feeling of you just need a safety net. And if you use everything you've got, well, what happens when things go wrong? All right, well, what's the first thing you bought this year?
Wow, the first thing I bought. Does food count? I haven't bought anything this year.
I start getting my Christmas present for next year for the children and the grandchildren. So I don't remember what it was, but it definitely had a reduced sticker on it.
It was sale. The sales are the best.
How would your friends describe you in one word? Woohoo!
Oh.
I've heard the word weird bandied about. I don't know if I like that. What about you? What do your friends say?
They always call me mama.
Aww.
Maybe nurturing? That's probably the right word.
That's absolutely lovely. What's your take on investing? Okay, well, I'm certainly no an expert, but I think investing at the risk level that I can live with is significant, and it's a way to be responsible about the wee savings that I've got.
Where you have invested in?
Nothing too risky.
Yeah.
More to do with bonds and ISAs, and maybe they're the end of investing that people are thinking of, like cryptocurrency and those things. But that's the world I'm familiar with.
I think for me, like you said, ISA, say that was my investment. There's just so much more to know about it. I think there's so much more to invest in. Me personally, I don't have the knowledge about, because where I'm from is a lot of saving, but they didn't teach you how to invest. And also the generation back then, my mom's and dad's generation, they don't do investments. I think it's good if you know the risk. It's tricky. It's a bit scary. Do you feel women investors are represented and offered enough support by investing platforms?
In short, they haven't in the past, but I think it's getting better. I'd like to think that I'm having a positive experience when I reach out for a bit of support and information and advice, and that it's not now gender biased. But what do you think?
My overall experience has been good so far. I have not experienced any bad. It's been pretty all right. Let's keep it that way.
Absolutely. We don't want to go backwards. So what's your approach to investing?
Because I'm a professional dancer, I don't always get the same amount of money in every month. It's less, more, but it's me always having one certain amount that I know that I can put away for my investment and get updated, keep checking consistency every month, knowing what's happening with my investment, what should I do next month, what should I not. Based on that, based on knowing what's coming in, I can plan more with my investment. I would say the best investment that interests me the most is the ones that I can have the most eye on. The ones that gives me the most input on what's really happening, rather than the one that's a bit on the background and I don't know too much what's happening. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
You know, you can keep looking at it, you can keep paying attention to it. I keep getting updated on it. What about you?
You're making me think that my investments have actually been a huge help, particularly in two situations. One was when I was low-waged. The fact that I knew I had the investments to fall back on meant I could volunteer, and that's very important for me, to be part of my community and to do what I can. And that will always be unwaged, unrewarded, and it's a privilege to be able to do it. But that's because I had the investments. I knew in the back of my mind I wasn't leaving myself out hanging to dry. It really has been something to have those investments. It's been powerful. in a way that I hadn't really contemplated until you reminded me that nothing is necessarily consistent. I was in and out of different jobs at different times and having babies and things like that.
It gives me hope for that I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, my turn. Well, who are your female role models in the money space?
I do love how my mum thinks about money. I do think she can invest a bit more. That's what I want to learn. So I would say I don't have anyone that I know as a female that is investing. I would just say my mum. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, my mum, I think, has come with a very great mentality of there's always need to be something on the back. If you getting injured, God forbid, if you have some issues that you need to just straight away get your money for, that's what she's really been trying to push into me as I was little. And don't buy things that you don't really need. What about you, female-wise? Like, do you have any?
No, I'm going to settle for your mum as well.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's absolutely lovely.
Oh, what matters to you when you investing?
I like to think that the institution is an institution that I'm investing with, but that they care and that they do good things in the community.
Right.
And that they have their social conscience plays out in the way they treat everybody, and that just as we were talking about women no longer having the huge uphill struggle to be taken seriously necessarily, not guaranteed, I'd like to think that the organisation I go to reflects that. I'm willing to take less of a return and less interest if it's for a meaningful. I'd still like to save the world before I leave it. So if it's doing some good, I'm willing to take a lot smaller return. And there's so many choices out there. I like to think about what matters to me and try and combine that with investing wisely.
Me, I would say what matters to me when investing, if I've been keep up to date. I do remember my investments I've done. I kept getting an email every now and then, which was really helpful just to kind of know like, hey, what's going on with my money? What is happening?
You know, you put your finger on something very important, communication, but also knowing how you can contact someone when you have that gap.
That part, be able to communicate with people. How does investing show up in conversations with friends? For me though, I think my generations or beginning 30s, we are very aware, or like at this point, we're very like, oh my God, should we own a house by now? Do I need to own a car? Like these conversations we do have. For me, it's important to have friends around me that are thinking about money the same way as me and not just like want to spend it out. Be like, hey, have you heard about this? You can save your money here, you can save your money there. Like, or you can invest here, you can invest there. Okay, tell me about it. I want to know about it. And especially from people that are my age. Has anything surprised you since starting your investment journey?
I'm always surprised. I'm surprised I had anything to invest because I started off with absolutely nothing and meant less than that. And the surprise has been sometimes that some of the people I invested in when I was just starting were taking a pretty big chunk as a commission. So I had to wise up a wee bit on that and understand how that part of it works. And for the most part, I hope it's been good news. It has been for me. I've not had any tragedies.
That's great. That's great. For me, it's been good news too. I would want to do more though. I want to do more.
And I think the first thing I learned about investing was that sometimes you have to kind of grit your teeth and hang on because something that looks bad today could actually be okay next week.
It's a lot of waiting. Investing is a lot of waiting. That's what I felt like. It's not going to come tomorrow. It's not going to come in a year. It's most likely going to take a little minute, and that is okay. Patience is key. Rome wasn't built in one day.
Well said. And it goes back to what you said, Maaike, which is you've got to be prepared to lose something as well as just take it very, very patiently for the growth.
What's your perception of risk? Be involved in what you invested in. Do your research. Risk could be scary, but if you know about it, that is okay.
How confident do you feel about investing?
50%. I would say 50% from 100, just because the times I've done it, I was aware what I was doing, but I felt a little, it's new for me. Like, I know how to save, I just don't know how to invest. I wish there was just someone right next to me who would just be like, okay, this is exactly what we're gonna do. I like to find things out and figure things out on my own and create that knowledge. to then use it. I like to know things. But I would say I still wouldn't 100% feel confident to say that's a great investment you did there. Like, you know, I would want to have a bit more knowledge about it to feel 100%.
I wouldn't want to feel too confident. I'd be worried. I'd be saying, wait a minute, this is where things should go horribly wrong. I want somebody who knows and I can talk to them, because sometimes when I say it out loud, it's helpful to me to get all those things in place. I may have an idea going into a conversation with someone in the know, but I'm going to benefit from having that conversation, even if part of my mind's already made up. Just keeping that little window open, because maybe when they hear me, when I hear myself, I might see it differently.
And it's conscious. You still need to be conscious in a way. I think that's what it is. I can be 100% sure about what I'm doing and feeling confident, but I still need to stay conscious of not just reckless, just going about just because someone says something. Yeah.
Have you been impacted by jargon or lack of accessibility in financial spaces?
Yeah. I feel like the certain language being used to not make it easier for people. It's like, just, I'm a professional dancer. I didn't come from a financial background where I've been told every single word under the sun rising. So I really think for me, that was a problem, where a lot of times, as a foreign person coming to England, just knowing that it would just be lovely to have a little bit of more understanding of what things means. You say when you like see they put down a word and then they say, what does it mean? That would be really helpful, and stuff like that. Even in the language of people are talking to just regular people like me, yourself, on the phone, to keep it just to an understanding. What about you?
I haven't been bamboozled, but I don't mind saying to people, what do you mean? Why are you using that big fancy word? It must have a simple explanation, but I do see people who haven't got the confidence to do that. They think they're showing themselves up. So I feel really bad for them, because that should be available to all of us who are being blindsided by someone a little bit showing off.
Yeah, making others feel bad.
There are people who just slide into it without realizing. So sometimes you just have to remind them, hey, I'm just from the normal world. You know, Maaike, we've just covered so many interesting things, and you've given me a lot of food for thought about the whole world of investing. But what's your takeaway from all the things we've covered?
I would say invest more in things that will make me feel good for the world. You really made me think there.
Oh,
You really did, yeah. What
fantastic,
about you?
Fantastic. Well, we'll save the world together then. That's great. Everybody else can have a day off. And my takeaway is just that it's such a pleasure speaking to someone who's even younger than my own children and getting their perspective. And there's so much common sense in the things you say. And of course, I'm very touched by you referring to your mum as your role model. So I love that.
So good to talk to you. I hope we have many more chats.
Absolutely. I think this is the beginning of a fantastic friendship.
Love that.